Check 1 2, check 1 2. It's the culture check, y'all. Check 1 2, check 1 2. It's the culture check, y'all. Checking on the culture. Check 1 2, check 1 2. It's the culture check, y'all. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Live on Twitch, live on Twitter, live on the IE Network YouTube. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. You can even chat on YouTube. Just put open chat. Go to your, even on your Twitter account, go to your Twitter account, hit the open chat, and then you can chat from Twitter as well. I should be able to see everybody. Shout out to all the heavy hitters. It's the culture check. Live on IE Network YouTube, live on What's Up Madison Mosley in the building. Shout out your place of residence, where y'all from. You want to shout out where you born instead of where you living at right now, you can do that too. Where you representing, let me know where you coming from. Let me know where y'all from. Put it in the chat before we get started. Put it in the chat. Hey, what's up? What's up, flower girl? Put it in the chat, y'all. Put it in the chat, y'all. I know flower girl representing New York. New York. Brooklyn. We already know projects coming from Brooklyn Zoo. Okay, Chi-Town in the building. Shout out O Block, Chi-Town in the building. Shout out to Marion. Shout out to Chicago. You know what I mean? Yeah, I used to pipe a chicken, Marion. Yeah, the Midwest women is crazy. Yo, Marcel, what up? Dallas, the D. Shout out to my girl, Tay Money. She's from Dallas. Tay Money. For real. Shout out everybody, man. Oh. Yeah, boy. I used to go out there and get up in Marion. That's when I was taking Greyhound. She's right there too. Get off that fucking boat. But man, listen. The good old days, good old days. Welcome to the Culture Check, y'all. I am your host, Tevin Hollywood. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. We're going to be checking on the culture tonight, see what's going on. We're going to tap in with the Nolan Wells joint. And then there's something Tasha K put out there about Roland Martin. I'm going to examine that to see if that has any sorts of look to it. Nicki Minaj is now on Twitter amidst all of the rumors that she's having financial problems. Now, just because she's on Twitter, that does not prove or mean that she has financial problems. It just means that she's on Twitter and she is going to, benefit and monetize. Everybody's monetizing everything. She's going to monetize her time. She's going to monetize her fame, her whatever. I just only have one issue with that whole Nicki Minaj on Twitter. I'll let y'all know what it is. And it's not that she wants to monetize it. Hey, get your money however way you want to get your money. You know, Elon Musk makes people pay to have a verified badge, and he is the richest man in the world. So he ain't having money problems. So Nicki Minaj is just going to monetize her, monetize her likeness. I mean, she's Nicki Minaj. Why wouldn't she? Any rapper that can do that should do that. So I know a lot of people said, "Oh, that just proves she's broke." No, it don't prove she's broke. That's actually smart. But I'll tell you about the issue that I had, with that. Check it out. It's a culture check, y'all. It's the culture check. I'm your host, Heaven Hollywood, Heaven Clark. We're going to be talking about Nicki Minaj on Twitter. We're going to talk about Cardi B's new song and the motion it's got. Diddy done got his time moved up again, and now they're talking about he could be up out of here. Diddy bopping as early as September 2026. Free Diddy. They call me Diddy. I run this city. Said the cops, the gang, the fans to come get me. If the cops try to leave me, but they're coming with me. Getting ahead in the red BS 150. Straight losing. Love to things, my family, my music. Might co-write and produce it. Drop my hot non-exclusive. Got y'all hawking like usage. See, I can break backs and stacks, it's no problem. Break backs and racks and go Harlem. I got worldwide coverage. Got so many spots, I don't even buy luggage. You love it. Make move major. Hide out in Asia. If your girl keep coming around, and I'm a blazer. I'm the bad boy Theta. Light blue gators. Not guilty, and I'm filthy. Let's go. Free Diddy. Oh, man. And then we got a Nolan Wells update. Make sure y'all share the live. Thank you, Darius. Make sure you share the live with 2 or 3 people. Let them know that in Hollywood and the culture check and the heavy hitters and the culture checkers. We have to come up with a nickname for the people that on the culture checkers. Wow. All right, I'm gonna show y'all the trailer I got going on. We got this joint Mirrors coming out September 5th. If you're in Atlanta, make sure you pull up. We got the specialized drinks, the Cara and the Zara. Now, those are the 2 main characters of the movie Mirrors. So at the party, at the bar, you're gonna be able to order a Cara or a Zara. The Cara is the sweet drink. The Zara is the spicy sour drink. So check that out, man. Okay. I'm gonna share that, and then we're gonna go into, man. We got a lot of stuff to cover. A lot of stuff to cover. It's your boy, Evan Hollywood, the culture check, man. Let's get it.
Hello.
Miss Stevens? I'm calling to inform you that Mrs. Stevens passed away earlier this week.
Excuse me. Did you know my mother?
Hey, Cara.
Sarah. How's LA?
It's home now. I've been there for almost 11 years.
You stay at the house tonight, and then I'll get a hotel room for the next few days.
What if your hot boyfriend comes over?
Surprise.
Then take my place.
I don't know what got into you, babe, but you are a certified freak.
You slept with Nick. I wouldn't have done it if you seemed into the guy. You can't do it again.
You're a woman of passion and romance.
Where is that coming from?
You said it at dinner.
You have to do it again. He's different. More romantic. You're okay with that? He thinks it's me. So you're gonna do it or no?
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Okay. Anyway, shout out. What's up? What's up? What's up, Bougie? Shout out to everybody, man. That is from look at Laura LaRosa. That is from my new movie Mirrors. We're gonna be debuting it on the evening that we're debuting our new app, Veels. The Veels app. You can download it right now. Veels. It's the Veels app. That's where you can see all of our films, all of our short films and films are going to be on the Veels app from now on. There's other films and TV series on that Veels app. Y'all definitely need to go get that. Hey, support your boy. Trying to do the damn thing. You heard? Okay. So, I looked up something as far as Nolan Wells, right? Now, as I told people since the beginning, right? I really had not really took place because I said, listen, it's going to pretty much turn out the same thing. And I didn't see anything happening, right? As far as, any solution, right? So let me see here. Let me share my screen so y'all can see what I see. Okay. And then we're going to click on a video of the latest report. So Nolan Wells, who will sit here, right? Updated today that I might not have. Ain't you AI? The fuck? AI that's late? Nigga, if you don't get off of here. Nigga said there might be some stuff from today that I might not have. Don't AI stand for artificial intelligence? The fuck are you talking about? The fuck? I can tell you something that happened 2 weeks ago. Okay. So let's get into this. An Ohio woman. Hold on. Now look at this, y'all. Look at this. An Ohio woman was arrested and charged on July 31st for making dozens of bomb and death threats, okay, against Mississippi government officers investigating the death of Nolan Wells. Now, the suspect was a 41-year-old woman, Michelle Frances Edwards. I think she's a black woman, too. Michelle Francine Edwards of Cincinnati is the second person facing federal charges in the case, sparks immense online scrutiny and threats targeting both local officials and the families of Wells' friends, the white families, right? The latest threats, there have been 2 people arrested. Michelle Francine Edwards, I believe she's black, arraigned on federal charges for calling the George County Chancery Clerk's office 21 times in an 8-minute window on July 23rd, telling workers to die, and the clock is ticking. Half hour later, she called the Jackson County Sheriff's Office 8 times, claiming a bomb was outside, forcing a total building lockdown. Now, Joseph Alfredo Vasquez de Mars, arrested on July 30th for sending horrifying Facebook threats to Judge Ashley Cole. That's the mother of Warren Hudson, one of the friends on the boat. His messages warned of a package that would blow you away and chillingly alluded to so much blood everywhere, hard to clean, especially from a boat. Now, listen. Shout out to everybody on Twitter, on Twitch, and on Instagram. Listen, y'all. I might have to come on screen for this because y'all Negroes, hold on. Y'all Negroes have lost your minds. All right? This don't make no kind of sense. Hold on. This makes no kind of sense. I don't know what y'all, call yourself doing. And when I say y'all, I don't mean actually, y'all that's in here right now, right? See, can I see without my glasses? Or do I have to get my glasses? Hold on. I think y'all need a message. So, what are y'all black folks doing? I mean, like, I want to be totally honest with you. What y'all black folks doing out here, man? They got Ben Crump, right? They got Ben Crump as a lawyer. Ben Crump is on the job. I don't think he's going to get a better situation than getting Ben Crump. So y'all out here sending death threats and sending horrifying Facebook posts. What do y'all think y'all going to accomplish by doing that? Get yourself locked up. Black folks, man, y'all need to think smarter than what you're doing. That's not going to make anything go any faster. It's not going to make, if anything, you'll piss them off, and they'll be like, "Oh, we ain't going to do nothing for him. He died, of drowning, or he died of overdose, or whatever the case may be." Y'all sitting out here terrorizing white folks ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna do it. What's up, Crimson? What's up, BB? Pass, what up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Sam? It's like, come on, man. Y'all gotta chill the fuck out, man, and just let this lawyer Ben Crump. Trust me, if there's something to be found, Ben Crump go find it. I'm telling you, Ben Crump don't play. But you gotta let him do his job. Like, y'all coming in the middle, sending threats to folks. And look, we all know that they probably guilty. Everybody feels that they're guilty, right? But you gotta let the legal portion of it play out. I do like the fact that black people are coming. We always complain about, well, black people never have each other's back. I do like the fact that they got his back and they willing to go out for it. But I'm just saying, man, if y'all want justice for the dude, y'all gotta let these authorities do their job, let Ben Crump do his job. And then if something happens where you feel as though he may have got shafted or he tried to do a job, but they just don't want to uncover anything, then I can see y'all niggas going off. But you just gotta fall back for right now, right? My God. We're gonna read some more. If I need to come back on the screen and scold y'all, I will. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay, so it just don't make sense to do it. The party back in the house and the friends' stories. All right. So remember, they were saying that there was a party. A major point of conflict remains the narrative provided by the friends compared to the timeline established by emerging evidence. There's a big word there, evidence. Okay. The leaving narrative. Witnesses initially told investigators that Wells had been drinking heavily on Horn Island and chose to remain behind with an unidentified female. They've already asked that female, and she was like, "What you talking about, Willis?" The sinking boat audio, newly released dispatch audio reveals the friends called for commercial towing assistance on July 4th, explicitly stating, "Our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking." I don't buy that, because he showed up, didn't sound like he was sinking. If that shit was sinking, I'd be like, "Oh, Lord Jesus, somebody please come." He's like, "Oh yeah, could you send somebody? Our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Like, bruh, you didn't sound like you sinking to me. Miss Char, what do I owe the pleasure? I thought you didn't fuck with me no more. What's up, Couture? What's up, Couture? You know, that from that audio, oh yeah, excuse me, yeah, can you send someone? Our bilge pump broke. We're sinking. Like, nigga, you didn't sound like you was sinking to me. I'd have been crying like a bitch. Lord Jesus, send somebody. I can't swim. Man, come on, man. You are sinking in the ocean, and that's all you got? Nigga, please. Let that be me sinking. Let that be me sinking. You know, they did not sound like they were too, worried about sinking to the bottom of the damn ocean. Yeah, could you send someone, please? Yeah, our bilge pump, it broke. We're sinking. Yes, you are? I can't tell it. Can't tell. So, yeah, everybody is on board. Then it says, the discrepancies. Attorneys for the Wells family point out a massive contradiction. The friends claim they left Wells on the island, yet the audio from the departure claimed everyone was on board. Furthermore, a young woman from the island texts that she never saw Wells get back on a boat, and social media video clips showing the vessel moving do not feature Wells. Family attorneys have hired audio engineers to scrutinize the voice recordings. Okay. Investigation status, the newest development, state autopsy, for everybody don't know, completed. The official Mississippi state autopsy is finished, but remains strictly sealed. The district attorney confirmed the findings will be withheld from the public until they are officially presented to a grand jury to determine if criminal charges are warranted. Independent autopsy, a private autopsy commissioned by the Wells family, listed course and manner of death as undetermined, pending investigation, noting this distinct discoloration on the back of Wells' head. Missing phone data and subpoena. Wells' mother, Christine Wansley, discovered his phone, Snapchat history, and location data from July 4th were entirely blank, believing data was deliberately deleted. They should be able to tell that. Family attorney Ben Crump has issued civil subpoenas to Meta, Snapchat, TikTok, WhatsApp, and Life 360 to retrieve the server logs. And the cash reward public figures. Al Sharpton and Tyler Perry have put up a $100,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. $100,000. I hope they're doing $100,000 apiece. It's information leading to an arrest. Warren Hudson's father added $50,000 to the fund. So Warren Hudson, I believe, is the white dude. The white dude. Now all of a sudden they want to come out. Yeah, we'll add 50,000 of that. But y'all wasn't available to talk when it first happened. Y'all unfollowed the dog. Y'all unfollowed bro. Sounds like a cover when they got busted. Sounds like it to me. Right, and he didn't know how much water was in the boat. Been traveling Couture, but see that girl. One thing Couture gonna do, she gonna leave. She gonna leave the country. Now, here's where we are so far. So everybody, we get caught up. I'm caught up in a one-night love affair, hoping true love will find me there. You see, I'm caught up in a one-night love affair. To me, I love again. It's just the way I am. All right, so then we got, hold on. Let's move this up. Because it's up and it's stuck and it's up and it's stuck. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Nolan Wells goes on Horn Island, Mississippi on a boat with friends later that day. We just gonna go down the timeline so we can get caught up to where we at right now. Nolan Wells goes to Horn Island, Mississippi on a boat with friends later that day. The boat calls a towing service reporting it was sinking, but claims everyone is on board. Warren Hudson called Wells' mother late that night to report him missing. July 6th, Wells' body is found on the shore of Horn Island. Jackson County Sheriff John Ledbetter initially states that no foul play is suspected, drawing intense public backlash. How the hell can you say that only on July 6th? July 7th, grieving parents have prominent civil rights attorney Ben Crump to launch an independent probe. June 11th, automated manual threatening calls began targeting the courthouse where Judge Cole works. July 22nd, preliminary independent autopsy findings are released undetermined. July 23rd, Michelle Edwards makes 29 block calls threatening the Georgia County Clerk and Jackson County Sheriff Office, dumbass. July 28th, authorities released a sinking boat audio log to the family legal team and media. July 30th, the state medical examiner finishes the autopsy. Crump service tech companies with data retention subpoenas. Joseph Dumas is arrested in California. Dumb ass. July 31st, Michelle Edwards is taken into custody by federal marshals. Dumb ass. So that's where we are right now as far as this whole situation is concerned. Are this friend racist? Well, again, I don't really know. I don't really want to call them racist because I don't know. However, what kind of friends are those? You know what I mean? What kind of friends are those? And were they acting that way with him because he wasn't a white friend? Maybe. Possibility. But wasn't he like friends with these dudes like a mad long time? Like, I thought he was friends with dudes like a mad long time. Okay. So that's where we are right now as far as they go. Now they're saying the money grab. So Nolan friend profiting off Nolan hype. Now, I'm going to go to this video. I really don't like fucking with this dude, right? But I'm going to go and see what he has to say. Like, I'm going to premise this on saying this dude is alleged, right? What you're going to hear from this dude, I'm using under Section 107, copyright, and I'm going to be using the video from Trent Out Loud. Now, I don't really mess with this cat, right? I don't really mess with this cat. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay? But we're going to see. He has an updated video. I think this is the most updated video about
you, just you, building
this whole situation. So we're going to see what he's saying. And like I said, I'm using this under the, he's going to targeted friends. I'm going to assume he's going to be talking about this, I guess he's going to be talking about the GoFundMe, but aren't all these people rich who love Trent Out Loud? I don't really mess with Trent Out Loud. Me and him has got into it in the past about content. Plus, he got mad that I sicked Alex Spiro on his channel one time because he was over there telling, I don't play around when it comes to my New York legends. He was over there spilling some lies about Jay-Z. I told Alex Spiro. Alex Spiro hit his ass up, and he's been mad at me ever since. Stop lying, and won't nobody hit you up. All right, so I don't really usually go to him, but I want to see what he's saying in this video. If I think it's cap, I'll tell y'all I think it's cap. But he's basically saying the friends are trying to only reason I'm going to this video because it's like the latest video on this situation. But We're gonna see what this clown gotta say. Hold on.
And disgraceful thing that I have reported on since the beginning of this Nolan Xavier Wells case. Nolan Wells' former friends have started a give, send, go. And some of you may be thinking like me and questioning, why give, send, go and not go fund me? Well, sit tight because I have the answers to that question. And while we are answering questions, I'm also going to let you know why it is a stupid idea for Warren's dad to sue attorney Benjamin Crump for defamation. And then we will close things out with a message from Mama Nolan. As always, shout out to Miss Christine. There has been a ton of developments over the past 24 hours in the Nolan Well case. Sit back, relax. I'll tell you everything you need to know, and then I'll hand it off to you, the out louders. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Nolan's former friends are attempting to raise money, and I am here to call them out on their BS. You'll see this screenshot right next to me, and you'll see presently 10 minutes ago, they have raised $65,000. Now, also in this screenshot, you will see at the top corner, give, send, go, and not GoFundMe. And right away, I asked why. Then I did some research. Sit back and let me break it all down for you.
Go ahead,
and prove that this is nothing more than a money grab from Nolan's former friends. We're no longer calling them his friends. Let's start out with the three main differences between GoFundMe and Give, Send, Go. GoFundMe is the largest, most mainstream crowdfunding platform, whereas Give, Send, Go is smaller, Christian-based, and is also a crowdfunding platform. Second difference, GoFundMe, more aggressive content moderation, whereas Give, Send, Go markets itself as being more supportive of free speech, y'all know what that means, and less likely to remove controversial campaigns. Right away, that explains everything, but hold up, it gets worse. GoFundMe has stricter rules for certain legal defense and controversial fundraisers, whereas Give, Send, Go has become known for allowing many controversial fundraisers that other platforms reject, provided they comply with its policies. Give me a break.
All right,
now, and creators like myself and others who are ruining their lives, okay? Now, let's go back to notes that my lawyer sent me. We do not have evidence that every dollar will necessarily be spent on a lawsuit. The page says the funds will be received by Taylor Cox Law Firm, PA, but it does not say all funds will be exclusively for litigation. What happens if there's no lawsuit? What happens to unused funds, or whether the law firm is holding the money in a client trust account? A few things stand out immediately. The fundraiser was created by Benjamin Hudson. Okay, fine. The funds are not being paid directly to an individual. Okay, we know that.
Okay, so I'm really not interested in that. So basically what he's saying is, like you knew they would, these kids are already rich. So what he's saying is he basically have a Go Fund Go or Go Pay Go, whatever the hell it's called. It's like a GoFundMe, you know, and on the behalf of Nolan. I guess they're saying they're going to give Nolan this money or give Nolan family his money or what have you. And this guy, Trent Out Loud, is making a big deal out of it. I'm going to assume, like, dog, no one cares about that. Right? I'm thinking he has some more information. Oh man, I don't want to do this to Ken. Okay. I don't want to do this to Ken. So. Fourth bonus 12. Okay, so we go from one salacious clown to another. But like I said, I'm going to give them chances because I was told by someone, it was like, oh no, she really doesn't have any problem with you. She's really been trying. So you should give Tisa a chance because she's really been trying, right? So I'm going to give Tisa Tells Lies, as I like to call her.
What's up, you guys?
I'm going to give her a couple of minutes. You can't make a GoFundMe page if you are the one being accused of a crime. Oh, got you. That's why. Okay, BB Love. Thank you very much. All right, so I'm going to give this thought a couple of minutes. I don't really mess with her either, but I recently had a conversation with somebody and they were like, I know you don't mess with Tisa, but, you know, could you give her a chance because lately she's really been trying to change. Like, she's not really acting like the way she was before and blah, blah, blah. You just got to give her a chance. She's really good. So I'm like, listen, I'm up for giving everybody a chance. Like, I haven't listened to her in over a year since the Diddy trial. And then once I heard what she was doing in the Diddy trial, I quickly got off of her. We're going to see what she's talking about. We're using this video under the Section 107 copyright disclaimer. We're not trying to copyright or copyright infringe on the copyright Tisa Tells. I will put after the show, I'll put the description of the video, you know, in the description box, so y'all can go check out the full video. We're just watching her video to use it for education and critique. All right. Not using this to try to influence anybody or defame Tisa Tells or anyone else that she's speaking on.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Listen, a breaking update in the Nolan Wells case. There apparently may be a fourth boat. Now, what are we basing this on? It's not just conjecture or speculation. There is real photo evidence. We will show you that. Before I present the evidence of the fourth boat, I'm going to show you that in a second. Let's get into TMZ and the way TMZ seems to be soft launching this. Listen to this. Actually, no. Let's get into the proof of the boat, and then we're going to get into the TMZ article about the way they also appear to be soft launching this. Now, keep in mind, TMZ seems like they are highly sympathetic to Nolan's friends. Highly sympathetic to Nolan's friends. Could be a coincidence, but you know the way TMZ gets down. Anyway, let's get into the evidence about the fourth boat, the possible adult, a maybe cover-up, and the political ties and connections. Interesting enough, wasn't Warren's daddy up there screaming, this is a political conspiracy? I bet you think it is, because y'all know maybe what's going on your side. It's just a thought. It's just a thought. All right, let's get into this. You guys, turn your volume up, and if you can, look at your screen.
Girl, show
we are
the
bringing
clip.
in Nerdy Pink Panther 1 on TikTok. Make sure you give a follow, because I think she did an excellent job of assembling all the information. Let's go.
Not only have I found more evidence of a fourth boat, not only have I found a lie in their timeline, but I have also discovered a deep political connection, not only to a former governor of Mississippi, but to Turning Point USA. So first off, this picture has surfaced in which it's clearly the group of boats a little bit further out in the water altogether. Now here's what is supposedly Bart's boat. We can see the Garmin on top, can confirm this black boat from this other picture. We can see Wyatt's Triton right here, and we can confirm that by the motor. As you can see right here, has that black stripe on the white motor. Now, in between the two boats is the Palm Beach. You can clearly see it labeled, and it's got that stripe, right? As you can see, the stripe is there, and yet there's this design right here and no Palm Beach. And you may be like, Jay, that doesn't prove that it's a different boat. Maybe we just can't see it, even though it should be right there according to this picture. But if you look in this video, you can see that there is a black propeller right there. See black propeller, and you can very clearly see the Palm Beach right there on the side. And if you look really carefully in this photo, you can see right there a black propeller. There's another boat on the other side of these three boats. And given the lack of the name on the boat and the black propeller, I'm going to assume the Palm Beach is on the other side,
which is a good
means.
Gotta love these TikTok detectives.
There's 4 boats.
Sorry about that. Let's just rewind this really quick. Hold on.
Right there, a black propeller. There's another boat on the other side of these 3 boats. And given the lack of the name on the boat and the black propeller, I'm going to assume the Palm Beach is on the other side.
So now we're looking at 4 boats. But hold on. The evidence gets even clearer. Hold on.
Which means there's 4 boats right here. Then I rewatched Warren's interview.
And I woke up at my buddy's house, and we went to McDonald's, got food. No one's not with me. And I went and got breakfast. I had my buddy's boat hooked up to my truck. And, well, first I ran to my house, then I went to McDonald's and came back. And the boat was already hooked up to my truck. My buddy Wyatt and I went, and with my buddies, we went, filled the top of the boat off, loaded it down with ice, and just got everything ready. Then Wyatt went and put his smaller boat in the water, which is the Palm Beach. He's an 18-foot Palm Beach. And I drove the boat from 4 boat launch to my buddy's grandparents' house. And that's where we all planned to meet up that day.
So Wyatt had his buddy's boat.
Let me make sure I say this. Let me just make sure I say it. Let me come on screen. Let me make sure I say this. The views expressed by Tisa Tells is not necessarily the views expressed by Heaven Hollywood or the IE Network. All right? Because she is telling us that these are receipts and, you know, TMZ's hinting at it, but they still haven't said it. And she's getting this information from, you know, TikTok detectives. So just take from it what you can. Do your own research on it. But don't take any of this, especially coming from this one. Please don't take any of it as fact. All right?
Already hooked up to the back of his truck. He said he and Wyatt and his other buddy went and got ice and filled up the boats. And Wyatt went and put the Palm Beach, his smaller boat, into the water. And we know that there was a second boat, the Triton, that was driven by Wyatt. Wyatt had 2 boats in the water. Who was driving his other boat?
Again, who was driving the other boat? If according to this photo evidence you just saw, Noun has 2 boats in the water.
Don't buy the old one or the new one or even the newest one because they just came out with a brand.
So again, so this one's theory. See what tends to happen, and this is what I hate about some content creators, right? Not Couture. She doesn't do this, but what I don't like about certain content, some content creators. Hold on. I don't like about some content creators is when a story is under investigation, right? She did the same thing with what's his name, Robinson, right? When a story's under investigation, what a lot of these content creators tend to do is while we're waiting for information, they go and start creating their own scenario, right? They're not getting any of this information. Like they're sitting down. It's the same thing with the Tory Lanez case, right? Start creating their own scenarios. Nobody ever said that happened, but then you start creating their own scenarios about what happened. Now they're the 4th boat. But, you know, the police or investigators didn't report a 4th boat, but TikTok detectives saw it. They told the YouTube detectives, and now there's a 4th boat, according to Tisa Tells and this TikToker. You know, if they're trying to cover something up, right? Y'all say, oh, it's a cover up. If they're actually trying to cover something up, I don't think they're going to be leaving, you know, breadcrumbs, you know, out in the open so everybody can see it, right? So do I believe there's some covering up going? Yeah, I believe that his friends are probably covering up because they were scared by what they did. And then once they told their parents, now their parents have to cover for them. You know, so I do believe there's some covering up going. But as far as the conspiracy theory and stuff like that, oh, there's another book that nobody else is reporting or able to see. That might be a stretch. All right. So I think I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on. Let me see something here. She exposed them. Nolan was mother response to Friendsgiving. Okay, so now, here I want to do this. I want to do this right here. Nolan's mother, and I trust Willie D, right? Nolan's mother has now responded back to the kids with the GoFundMe or GoFund Go, whatever it's called. Right? Now responded back to him. So we're using this under copyright 107. This is from Willie D Live. Shout out to everybody, man, who's coming in. We got 170 people total. Y'all make sure that y'all like the stream, man, and send the stream to other people. That's probably what people are doing. That's probably why people are coming in here. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you send the stream. Give it a thumbs up. Everybody, please make sure there's 177 total people. I need 177 thumbs up on the video and share it with 2 people. All right. Section 107 and the copyright disclaimer fair use. I'm using it on Willie D's channel under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, education, teaching, scholarship. All right, so we're using this under Section 107 for criticism and commentary. All right. Willie D.
Willie D Live.
What's up, family? You know, I was just thinking, when you consider all of the murder and RAPE, subjugation, discrimination, atrocities committed by a certain group of people around the world, it reinforces that these people are not in any moral position to judge others, ever. Who am I talking about? Christians. Christians. Yeah, fam. I'm talking about these good old Christian people in Ocean Springs, Mississippi, who feel that Christine Wansley and her husband Elmore is somehow ruining their lives and disturbing their peace in their tight-knitted community. Yeah, even Trayston jumped on the Officer Race Batum Tatum's show and said that, you know, Ben Crump and Al Sharpton don't know who they're messing with. We know who they're messing with. They know who they're messing with. They're messing with a bunch of uncivilized mutts who pretend to be part of polite society. Yeah, I know you. I studied you. I know you. I know you don't like what I just said.
All right, let's get to the mother.
I know you don't like it, but I studied you. And honest and transparent investigation while asking local authorities to treat his case as if it were their own makes you feel some type of way. Please unfriend and block me because this is my social media page. We are not asking for special treatment. We just want the truth. His father and I will not stop searching for the truth. Nolan Wells, Nolan Wells, Nolan Wells.
Oh my God.
I ain't got no problem with that, but some of y'all do, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, fam. There's Nolan and his mother. Yeah. I want to show you somebody else, fam, that they seldom actually talk about it. And you might not know that he even exists. if you didn't see him on pictures from time to time. Yeah, that's his father, Elmo. 100% involved in his life. Now, I get it why people talk about the mother a lot, because the mother is more vocal on social media. Don't let them do you like that.
Come on, man.
Don't let them clowns play you like that. Because they will say, hey,
let's get to the good stuff.
So this is Nolan's so-called friends who started a Give, Send, Go, and they won $100,000, and they've already raised $79,000 just overnight. This is less than 24 hours, right?
24 hours.
Around 24 hours. They raised $79,000, right? Wow. Now, what the hell they need $79,000 for? Well, according to them, they want you to stand with Nolan Wells' targeted friends. These are the guys who are getting attacked online. They're experiencing defamation of character. People are threatening their lives. And this money is going toward a legal defense or legal remedies to help them get people off their case, right? They got a legal fund. They say they got them a legal fund so they can go after people and hold them accountable for threatening their lives and pointing fingers at them and suggesting that they may have had something to do. So really, this is a scare tactic campaign. This is a scare tactic campaign.
All right, listen. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, gang. I'll be honest with y'all. You see, right now it's exactly what I was talking about. Like, people are trying to find ways to produce content on this situation while it is at a standstill. And while it's at a standstill, they don't really have anything to report. All they're really doing is just regurgitating something else. Now that people are talking about the GoFundMe page or the Give, Send, Go. You got one guy over here breaking down the difference between a Give, Send, Go and a GoFundMe, and that took 10, 15 minutes. What up, Trevor? Trevor said, that sounds like the Jaguar right GoFundMe. You know what? Listen, man. I shout out to all the content creators, and of course I'm using your content, so shout out to all the content creators. But like, y'all right now, dude, you're not really giving me anything. You're not giving me anything I can really use, dude. Hardly anything at all. So that's pretty much all the updates on Nolan. Now, I know Christina Randall. I don't really want to go over to her page. Right? They got people talking about the mystery man vanished, and oh man. All right. So let's tap in with this Cardi B and this beef between Cardi B and what's this girl's name? Aardvark. What's her name? Let's tap in on. Somebody said that I don't tap into the current beefs enough. So what's her name again? Admark. What's this girl's name? Akbar, thank you. So this Cardi beat Akbar because Cardi B put out a record, and look at this clown. Look at this clown. This man basically went on an interview and admitted that the only reason, now of course the Barbs are trying to spin it a different way, but he pretty much said the only reason that they reached out to Nicki Minaj was to get back at Kamala for booking Cardi B. And he actually said that he asked Trump at first to say something, and Trump was like, I don't really want to be bothered so much. I don't want to hurt her feelings, you know. You know, she doesn't like me very much. I don't think she's all that great of a rapper, to be honest. But I'm not gonna waste time. I don't want to hurt her feelings. And so this idiot decides that, oh, I'm gonna call Nicki Minaj on my own and make a joke about Cardi B. Like, bro, didn't you just get married? Have you even clapped your wife yet? Like, this dude has been just swindling and windmilling in the comments ever since he got married. Bro, have you clapped your wife yet? Okay, twist my arm. I'll do it for you. Because you are not interested in this new wife you got. You know what I mean? Who happens to be a pop, she's just, you know, just a refurbished pop, but we'll get to that. I'll hold that tea for any time Alex ever decide he wants to come back at me. I think he knows I got something, so that's probably why he never responds to me, but he won't block me either. You know, he went and married an immigrant. All this talking about immigrant, but he goes and marries an immigrant who was actually Miss Las Vegas. And if you take a look at her Instagram page, it's like she took all the black people off her page, all the black men. She used to follow Drake. She used to follow Fat Joe. Like she used to follow like a lot of rappers and athletes, James Harden, and then some people from the Las Vegas Raiders. But then when she married this MAGA boy, right, this MAGA racist boy, all of a sudden she removed all the people of color off of her Instagram. She may have a couple of black females on there, but black men she removed from her Instagram. This guy who is on Nicki's bra strap, who's been talking for Nicki Minaj and windmilling in her comments, and oh no, she's not doing that. You guys, Nicki Minaj didn't ask the president for any favors, you know. Alex Brucevich, him. So he pretty much sat up and said, oh yeah, I reached out to, I wonder if Nicki likes Trump. Like, so lame. Your daddy Trump is destroying the country at every moment of at every minute that passes. Your daddy Trump is destroying the country, and only thing you want to talk about is Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. I'm telling you, boy. And you're the assistant to the president. Lord have mercy. Okay. Let me see here. Akbar, Cardi B. So Cardi B released a song, right? Now, I didn't think the song Aha had anything to do with Akbar. Right? I didn't think the song Aha had anything to do with Akbar. But Akbar must have thought that Cardi B made that song Aha and had something to do with her. I don't really know when it did, what part, but she said it did. So Akbar came on social media and said, oh, she was bringing the belt for Cardi, and said nobody was checking for Cardi's song. And she also alleged that Cardi sent Tia after her. Now, Yanti Tia, that's Rick Ross's baby mother. Right. Tia Kempis, okay. Tia started that, but hey, if the shoe fits, wear it. Oh, so Tia, so what they call a Yanti with all them teeth? So Yanti started the rumor that Aha had bars for Aardvark, or what's the name? Somebody said Aardvark. Hold on, Akbar. So all right, so she started rumors that it had for Akbar, and then of course, I guess Cardi's cool with Yanti Tia, so she's taking advantage of it. Because I thought at one point Tia was cool with Akbar. I thought. All right, so Akbar came back and Cardi B said she's gonna put belt to ass, right? I believe Cardi then went on a rant. Hold on. Before we get into the song, Cardi went on a rant about what this girl had said. Hold on. All right, so I'm using section 107 under T with Tia, who I think has me blocked. T with Tia. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if I'm allowed to play her content.
Look at you. You. Bro, everybody got problems. You got problems. Imagine you having problems, bitch. And then somebody that you don't even fucking know come on the fucking internet talking shit about you for no fucking reason. And then you try to make it about fucking, oh, this is rap. This is rap. But what happened in rap, though, when people want to fake put it on wax? What happened between Lil Kim and Foxy? Somebody got shot. What happened between Biggie and fucking Tupac? Some shots. What happened between K-Flock and D-Thing? Shots. Everybody always want to fake make it this about hip-hop, bitch. And what happened in the history of hip-hop? Bitches get touched. Stop playing. That's why I don't play those games. Bitch, you disturb my peace, you're going to have to pay the price for it. But you have, though. I don't even got to talk about it online. You a cop, bitch. You're a police bitch. That's why you're trying to bait me to post certain shit. You a cop, bitch, but you know what's up with me, bitch. Stop playing. Shut the fuck up. Stop trying to impress people on fucking TikTok and shit. You like a clown. People laughing at you, bitch.
Okay, so that was her response back. This is what started it. I'm going to assume that she was, and I'm not going to go and put this on here and embarrass this chick any more than what she should be embarrassed. So I'm not going to show and listen to her crying and having a mental breakdown because, I'm not going to do that. Let's see. I'll probably respond back. So this is something else. All right, hold on. Then we're going to get to this diss record. All right. So here it is. Once again, another beef. This is Akbar and Cardi B going at it. Cardi B basically saying she's not going to be beefing with Akbar because she's not worth it. But Akbar is, she's saying, oh, get in the booth. I'm bringing belt to ass. So here is Akbar responding back.
Oh, you around here fucking on DL men when they really want a man. They don't want you. The only op you got is your pussy because your pussy can't ever keep a nigga. You left a nigga that was cheating on you to get with another nigga that want to cheat with you, cheat on you with boys. He taking his bad bitch around a motherfucking mall, taking him on shopping sprees. And he a man. On Twitter and you get on the internet and you ranting at me and you saying what you gonna get done and what you gonna do. Bitch, you don't control life and death. God do, and you are not God. I'm so sick of you with your threats just because you go to voodoo priestess and you go to Santerias and you go to all these E5 people, you thinking you can get some shit done. But the real tea is God is gonna show you. He's gonna show you who he is. I'm gonna continue to serve God. I'm gonna continue to rap because I'm a rapper and I'm not arguing with you, bitch.
You try to make it about fucking, oh, this is rap. This is rap. But what happened in rap, though, when people want to fake put it on hip-hop, bitch? And what happened? Stop playing. Rap, though. Please, bitch. That's what you're trying to.
Okay, so here's my thing. We're going to get to the song. Here's my thing. And this is what my issue I'm going to get into later as far as the whole Twitter. Nicki opened up the paid Twitter, which I have no issue with. I will discuss what's the only issue I have with Nicki's paid Twitter. Listen, man. The one thing that I can't stand, y'all need to, so whoever it is, y'all need to stop bringing God into this. Like, God is not down with female rap beef, especially when you cussing. God is not down with those. And you got some kids in the back seat. You cussing in front of your kids. If Cardi got kids, if she cussing in front, like, that's the first thing. I'm tired of y'all saying God, like these all these Trump people, these Christian nationalists. Oh, God, but y'all are racist. God wasn't racist. So you already disqualifying yourself as being a child of God when you're racist. That already disqualifies you. It already disqualifies you when you got SA cases. You're not a child of God if you got SA cases. So when she said, oh, I'm just going to keep serving God, you got your children in the back. You're talking about guys effing on boys. You got your kids in the back. You talk about you're going to serve God. That's how God talk. That's how God be talking. Word. I'm saying everybody just need to leave God out of their beefs. God ain't got nothing to do with these beefs, and he don't want to see these beefs. So I'm just going to keep serving God, keep rapping. No. You already ain't serving God if you rapping unless you're doing Christmas rap. Just keep it a buck. You're not serving God if you're rapping and you're rapping about the shit that you're rapping about, right? Let me see if I can find this record. I'll play a little bit of this record. Because she dropped the record yesterday, and maybe I just got to hear it again. On Brisket, 21 Savage, assistant in Casper. I don't know who the hell that is. Hold on, who's texting? Hold on. Akbar. Hold on. Did she still got that record up? Hold on, y'all. Akbar Dis. Come on, where the record? Oh, here we go. All right, so here it is. Like I said, maybe I need to hear it again. So Akbar said she was going to the studio, and then here's what she came with. I'm gonna listen to a little bit. I mean, she won't ding me because she's not signed to a label, but this was to this record that she got. By the way, you missed a loop on your belt, sis. Just saying.
Ain't got no tricks. One bitch nigga love dicks. That other hit and miss. And y'all hoes be looking like shit. One bitch nigga love dicks. That other ain't got no tricks. That other hit and miss.
Okay, just to get wet for a real nigga. Ain't got no time for a broke nigga. Dior be the bag I told nigga. Heard a nigga Dior, he like light niggas. If she in the jail, said she ain't got niggas. Never leave a real nigga for a whole nigga. Told me throw this pussy back and he give me a couple rats. He on my body. Shitting on all these bitches with my potty. Pop the perk on study out my body. Bitch so mad at me, she always flopping. But if she beef for me, she gonna go viral. Just hit the block of bitch, she tryna go viral. Diamonds on me dancing like a Michael. I can never be your bitch, I don't want that title. viral, viral. Check out my wrist and feet, I'm tryna go viral, viral. Nigga get about my cake, he tryna go viral, viral. Who you know straight air like this, I'm tryna go viral, viral. Just had to block a bitch, she tryna go old ho, young hobo, bitches, pussy trash. Rose ain't wanna be.
Okay, listen. So I guess that's the part she's talking about Tia, right? Because she said Rose. I'm gonna be totally honest with you, gang. I thought this was a joke. I'm be honest. The first time I thought it was a joke, but people told me, Armand Wiggins said she can rap, right? So he said Akbar can rap. That's what he said, right? So I listened to him. Okay. This is not. It's man, it's not funny. All right. I can't believe I lost I think I bet 5 fucking bets. I lost every single fucking bet. I swear to God, I fucking hate these hoes, man. I gotta find something else to bet on, dude. Like, this is just bad. Hold on. What about this? Kitten, Clark, Kelsey, 5 pick, 3 pick. Nope. Fucking page back because you fucking whore. Oh, man. Paige Beckers didn't hit not one fucking 3. She cost me money. You fucking bitch. Everybody else did their job. And fucking Paige Beckers. See, ever since you went to that damn All-Star weekend and acting like a goddamn fool, you haven't been acting this. Oh, man, this bitch. Oh. I fucking hate these girls, man. I hate the WNBA. Anyway, Akbar, you should have never made this record, sis. I'll be honest with you. I was tweeting to Akbar and I said, if you rap, right? If you're a rapper, just make a record. Like, don't concentrate on Cardi B because right now you're on the outside looking in as far as Cardi B goes, right? So she is more popular than you. So even if you make a record that is kind of dope, I mean, not this record. This record is not dope. This record is trash. But if you came out and made a record that was kind of dope, right? Right now, where Cardi B is and where you are, people are not going to gravitate to you. They're going to still say, oh, Cardi B is better, blah, blah, blah. Because what you're doing is, and I said this in my tweet to her, what you're doing is just going on the allegations that people are hearing. So you're putting out a record and you're saying, oh, yeah, your nigga didn't want you. He won that light skin or something like that. But you see, that's allegations that's already out there. That's not going to move the needle, so to speak, because people's already heard that. Oh, you so-and-so, you cheated on a nigga who went and then you cheat to another nigga that cheated on you. And yeah, we get that. That is true. But Bia already talked on that. You know what I'm saying? If Bia saying she was pregnant when she was pregnant with another dude while she was still married. If that didn't work for Bia, who is, in my opinion, a better rapper than you. Maybe she just got a better sound, or maybe because she is got more, production behind her, and she's more polished, and Akbar's not really polished. So maybe that's why Bia sounds better than you. But, if it didn't work for her, and she's actually put records out with like people like J. Cole and Nicki Minaj, if it didn't work for her, I don't know how you think this is going to work for you, right? So your best thing for you to do is try to get you a hit like Young Miami got. Everybody said Young Miami can't rap. Look what Young Miami did. Sweetie, where you at? If Carisha got her hit, come on, Sweetie, where you at? This beef thing isn't going to work. And the reason why, I get it. You calling yourself, oh, I'm not a lap dog, I'm loyal. Okay. You're saying you're loyal, you're not a lap dog. But to be honest with you, right now, Nicki Minaj ain't even thinking about rap. She's not even thinking about rap, sis. So she's definitely not coming to save you. If she didn't save you when she was rapping, she definitely ain't gonna save you when she's not. You got that feature on the Queen's remix or whatever, but you didn't do nothing after that. You just thinking that you coming to go at Cardi B and make Cardi B an op because she's Nicki's op. Oh, that's how I am. If my friend don't mess with you, I don't know if Nicki Minaj is your friend like that, sis. Is she? If she was your friend, she would have told. I don't think Nicki Minaj is like your friend like that. But she was your friend, she'd probably tell you, yo, sis, you missed the loop. Don't go out on camera and you missed the loop. So I don't think she's your friend, but she gave you an outlet to rap on her record. I get it. But you're putting yourself in further of a jam. Now you in something with Cardi B, where all Cardi B has to do is not respond back to you because you're gaining enemies that if you just had stayed out of it, you wouldn't have gained. If you had been just like, you know what, I'm just neutral. Sexy Red just stays neutral. And Nicki Minaj has no problem with Sexy Red. Sexy Red, she don't say anything about the Cardi Nicki B. But she just don't speak on it. She just don't speak on it. And that don't mean she's not loyal. Just because you're loyal, that don't mean you gotta go at somebody's ops if you don't got nothing to do with it. You got nothing to do with this beef, sis. Nothing. That song is garbage. And I honestly thought you were playing around. I thought you were trolling. Right. So you got to go back to the drawing board. You sound like you got an okay flow. But, try to make a record that is, try to make a bop. Try to go out and make a record that you can get some Atlanta people to sing. But they see you in a beef and they're like, I don't even see no Atlanta people. You talking about you, the princess of Atlanta or Queen of Atlanta or whatever the case may be, but I don't see no Atlanta people coming out like, yeah, Akbar, she's that bitch, leave her alone. Or if you mess with Akbar, you mess with me because she's the Queen of Atlanta. Like, I don't see nobody doing that for you. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, sis. You need to get another. I'm not going to be like everybody else telling that, like they're telling Carisha quit rapping and telling Sweetie quit rapping. I'm not going to do that. That ain't my place to tell you to quit rapping. If you want to rap and you think you can rap, then rap. But you got to have to come up with some better content, like something else. Like leave the beef shit alone. Like you in no position to be beefing. But go out and make you bops. Forget a beef. I don't understand why she can't make a song with her kid's dad, Thug. Thug who? Was she got a kid by Young Thug? Don't tell me that. This broad got a kid by Young Thug? No way. No way. Y'all capping. No, she ain't got no kid by no. I didn't think that. I don't know much about her. I don't know much about her, but I know she didn't have that. I think she used to mess with Young Thug. Or like Young Thug is like her bestie or something like that. Akbar's cousin is Candy. What? What, fake T-Bar's Candy? Candy got a good meal. Woman in Holland. Do my own thing. That Candy? In the name of the land. The boy I'm in the land. Not that Candy either. Young Thug and Abba grew up together. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Candy from Escape. Yeah, I was just doing it. Party on down to the Escape Beach. Just kick it. Just kick it. Just kick it. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Well, I don't really know if Candy got any pull in the music game no more. Right? All right. Okay, before we get to Nicki Minaj, let's go to our boy Diddy. Diddy. Hold on. They call me Diddy. I run this city. Cop, DA, and feds come get me. Lies. That's a lie. And look at this, October 29th, on a private island with Diddy. Look at that tweet that resurfaced. Child. Okay. So, hold on. So here we go. They call me Diddy. I run this city. So on July 29th is to put out that Diddy's now release date has been moved up to January 2028. Okay. $2028. So what that means is all of those stories about Diddy getting kicked out of the drug program, Diddy fighting over a cell phone and fighting over cigarettes, that just once again is going to end up coming out as lies. All right? Because if Diddy was fighting over a cell phone, the drug program, they don't play that shit. If he was fighting over cell phone, the drug program don't play that. he would have been out on his ass. And that would have been the end of that. He wouldn't have been in no drug program, no nothing. Okay? So this stuff is a lie. Let me go to my boy, get a quick update. I see he put a video up yesterday. And then we're going to get to Nicki Minaj Twitter. Okay? So here we go. We go right here. All right, here we go. So I'm going to go to my man. This is why I go for all of my Diddy stuff for the person I don't talk to. But the person that this dude talks to, I know is 100% legit. Okay, we're going to get into the Nicki stuff right after this. Because there's a couple of layers of the Nicki Minaj stuff that I want to get to. And another video that I put up I want to talk about as well. So hold on.
So anyway, long story short, Puff will be.
Here we go.
Should these auto-transforming glasses be made?
We're gonna get the real latest. Don't listen to that idiot that's not even in the United States. Don't be listening to Moron Morale. Don't listen to Bricket TV. All these people don't like Diddy. Don't listen to 50 Cent. Like, all these people don't like Diddy. So they're going, Tisha tells lies. So they're all going to have the worst possible news, right? And they're not going to care. And then that other guy talk about something, nobody got the story but me. Like, they're not going to care whether they tell the truth or not. They just want to tell the worst possible news. But this guy speaks to a inside source inside jail. And I know for a fact because I've seen it. All right? So hold on.
Got it from my source. No, it's not official. The BOP hasn't made a formal announcement.
Hold on.
This is Saturday. Puff will get out of the shoe by Tuesday of next week, August the 4th. Yo, Rob, what up? Rob first. Rob, thank you, man. Hit that like button when you come in. Puff will be out of the shoe by next week. Hold on, y'all.
So by next week, it's coming up. It's coming up.
Puff will be out of the shoe by next week. Back in the drug program. There are no charges. But he's going to sit in the shoe. He'll be out next week, and he should be released from Fort Dix by early September 2026.
Yeah.
So in about 30 days.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking at.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking at.
Amen. Amen.
So I got it from my source. No, it's not official.
Amen.
The BOP hasn't made a formal announcement. I don't know if they will make a formal announcement. What's up, Aretha? I see you. Max P. I don't know if the BOP will make a formal announcement. This is from my nigga inside Fort Dix that has a connection with the dude in the drug program. Hold on, y'all.
Hey. So September, and the reason why, if you look at where it says January 28th, right? They had it on the website where it was broken down before. The drug program when he graduates in August, that was a 9-month drug program, but it knocks a year off of your sentence, right? It knocks a year off your sentence from the time you finish. So if it was January 2028, a year knocked off of that is February 2027. Right? Right now, we're in August 2026. 6 months away from your release date, you have the option to go to a halfway house. So that's why they're saying September, he could be released from Fort Dix. Fort Dix is crazy. He could be released from Fort Dix and then go into a halfway house. So now for all the people who've never been to jail, what is a halfway house? Right? For people who've never been to jail, like myself, oh, come on, man. So, all right, can y'all hear me? My system froze up on me. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Man, I'm so pissed off. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. My system froze up, y'all. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I don't know. Whenever I start talking about, some real shit, all of a sudden they want to freeze my system. I know y'all hate me talking about Diddy in a positive light. I know y'all get mad when I say free Diddy, right? But that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? I don't want to see my people locked up for some shit they didn't do. You know, Diddy was locked up for domestic violence. I'm all for it. But he's not. Oh, this thing pissed me off so bad, man. I can't believe I didn't win anything. I didn't win not one fucking bet, man. Crazy. Everybody came up short. Caitlin Clark didn't get 20 points. She got 19 points. I would have got me. Shit is crazy, man. So let me restart my computer so I can share the screen. So yes, things are looking good. For Puff, things are looking, he's going to be coming out, and it looks like in September, as long as there are no other things to sidestep or whatever, it's looking good. He's got to watch out because people are going to try him. People are going to try to make him mess up and everything, but that's how they do, man. They, when they see you getting ready to get out of there, they're going to definitely try to make you mess up. It should be starting back up. So I had everybody there, and then the live went dead for some reason, man. I got this big ass computer. Thank you, Darius. That big ass computer, and the shit is still running slow. Like, my brother just got me a computer, a new system for my birthday, and it's the second time this thing has crashed, dog. And my memory is great. My memory is great. I haven't used any bytes. My screen is green. Chrome not responding. Why? You know what I'm saying? Just don't understand it, man. Crazy. So smash that like button. We're gonna get to this Nicki Minaj stuff with the Twitter, and everybody seems to be going crazy. I don't know if anybody has signed up. The Barbs seem to be signing up for Twitter content. I don't know what she's gonna be doing on there. I don't know if she's gonna be releasing music or she just having rants, or I don't really know what she's gonna be doing, but I don't even know how much she said it is. I don't know whether it's $12.99. I don't know whether it's $5. I don't know. Oh, it's crazy, man. No, I'm not restoring nothing. She's nuts. When should Carisha drop the next song before the momentum die down? Well, not yet. Not yet, because we don't know whether her next song, Carisha's next song, needs to be with Drake. It needs to be a remix of Spin That. I ain't gonna hold you. Carisha needs to drop a Spin That remix. That's what she needs to drop. Don't go and do another song just yet. Spin That's still out there. Ride that wave until you can't ride it no more. Right? We about to the fall time. What'd you say 14, Project? What do you mean by 14? Oh, $14? That's how much it is? You said $14? All right, hold on. I'm going to use my other account. All right. Y'all can hear me, right? Culture check, culture check. All right, so let's go to Nicki Minaj Twitter stuff. I got to do this in under 17 minutes. Okay. Does anybody even just enjoy music anymore? Everybody acting like music A&Rs is the reason why these artists can't fully sign the way they. All right, you are the listener, the consumer. Don't worry about momentum dying down and chart placement and how much album sold. Well, Destiny, you have a point, right? But if I don't think Darius was trying to be an industry insider. And I'm not trying to be an industry insider. But I think he was just speaking on as far as, her furthering her success. As far as, if the song starts to die down, when should she release another song? And me, I just think she should enjoy the success of what she's got going right now. And then if she wants to keep riding the momentum, just do a remix. But I do understand what you're speaking on. And it has, the music. Nobody enjoys the music anymore because they're worrying about the chart and, they don't even care how the record sounds. If it comes out and it didn't do, oh, look, it flopped. Like, they don't care whether the record's good or not. Me, first and foremost, I'm going to rock with a record if I like it, if I like the way it sounds. You know what I'm saying? If it climbs the charts, that's cool. Spin That. I never really liked the record. And the fact that it's climbing the charts don't even make me, you know what I mean? Be like, oh, yo, Spin That's number 10 on the charts. Oh, let me go listen now. Nah, that still don't make me listen. I didn't like the song from the beginning. I always use WAP as the perfect example. And WAP is one of Cardi's biggest songs, right? But I never liked WAP from day one. I liked the video. I liked the way they looked in the video. So I watched the video, but I never liked the song. And because the song got so big, it still didn't make me like, oh yeah, let me go, yo, WAP, that's that jam. No, if I don't like the song, I like the song. And that's how I am with Spin That. I don't like Spin. I wasn't into it. But I'm happy for Carisha. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for Carisha that she was able to get her hit. Because I like Carissa. I've always supported Carissa. I've always supported Sweetie. So personally, I'm glad that she got a hit. And I hope she can keep the momentum going as long as possible. But you do have a very good point, Destiny Dwayne, when you talk about the artists can't fully shine the way they're supposed to. I definitely agree with that take. So let's see here. Hold on. Even though she has me blocked, I think I can still see her tweet, huh? So she said, I finally did it. You can now subscribe to my X account. It's for people who want to have fun, think deeper, grow. So still messing with that damn Chucky shit. Like that Chucky shit is so weird to me. I don't know how she decided to come up with that for her whatever it's called, signature picture or whatever the case may be, but laugh, cry, look cute sometimes, be yourself at all times, elevate, levitate, meditate, exclusive spaces and content. Okay, so I have no issue with all of this she said in there, but here's my issue. Cuss people out. So once again, I'm going to go back to, I thought this was a new life. I thought this was, you doing your Christian thing. You changing what you used to do, your old ways. I'll be honest with you. My sister, God bless the dead, was a Christian, right? She when she died, she was a Christian. Before she became a Christian, before she washed away her sins and got saved or whatever, I would hear my sister curse all the time. Once my sister became a child of God or familiar with God or let Christ take over her life, my sister didn't curse no more. Right? So all that other stuff is cool. But why would we be cussing people out? What for? This is the new life. This is the new you. You're not supposed to be doing those things anymore, Nicki Minaj. You're not supposed to be making the same music. You're not supposed to be having any of the same traits from before. You're now born again. Right? She also should have took this away. Look. Yeah, see, I'm still blocked. She also should have took this away. Right? Because, hey, y'all, about to start tweeting my subscribers some secret content for the rest of the day. It's kind of fun being able to just annoy them whenever I want. Nicki's not going to keep this up for much longer. She's not going to keep this up for much longer. She's not going to be able to do it. There's going to be some sort of record. She's going to drop some sort of record with talking about how good her pussy is or something. And them Christian nationalists is going to be on her ass. But I don't see this lasting very long. As far as the charging money, and again, I don't think she's broke. Like someone said, oh, Nicki must be broke. She'll need the money. But I don't think if Nicki Minaj is broke or she's having money problems, I don't use her charging for Twitter as a reason why I think she's having money problem. I think she's having money problem because I just think she does things that come across as a person that's having financial difficulties, not problems, but like in certain areas, like not paying lawyers, like, you know, stuff like that, not paying this person, not paying that person, that's coming across, you know, didn't want to pay the judgment right away. That's coming across as a person who's not broke, but having certain money issues, right? But I don't think she's broke because Elon Musk is the richest man in the world, and he charges people, right, to get a verification. He even charges celebrities. Even celebrities have to pay a fee to Elon Musk. So, hold on. Here. But it was good to annoy them whenever I want. Annoy who? Annoy who? Right? See, that's the thing. Stuff like that is on. It's good to annoy them whenever I want. Stuff like what you can't say. That's the reason why I don't believe all of that. I don't believe all of that. And people can get mad at me all they want. I don't believe she's changed. I don't believe she's saved. I think she's doing this as a grift. I said that from the beginning. I think she's doing it as a grift. I think she started following Trump as a grift because as this Alex dumbass said, he probably called him and said, "Oh, you know, let's get it, Cardi B. I know you don't have a beef with Cardi B." This and the other. Trump said he didn't even say he wanted to do anything to do at Cardi B. And that's the reason why I believe that she dropped that fake album date, because Cardi B had just dropped 4 days prior. And that's the reason why I believe that she came out the other day when Cardi B's single came out. She just doesn't like Cardi B. Right? And I just don't believe all of the whole, because we're going to look at Cat Williams, right? We're going to look at Cat Williams. So, hold on. We're going to get back to Nicki. We're going to get back to Nicki. Right? So check this out. Check this out. Kevin Hart, right? We're going to get back to Nicki and so I can land the plane. Kevin Hart put out a new movie, right? Kevin Hart put out a new movie and it's on Netflix. Okay? It's called 72 Hours. It stars Kevin Hart, Marcelo Hernandez, Mason Gooding, Cam Patterson, Ben Marshall, Kevin Dunn, Ann Garcia, Tiana Taylor, Elsie Sanville, Gina Quintos, Megan Surrey, Andy Garcia, Brandon Dial, Amy Coombe, Amina, John Edward Miller, Ava Eisen, and look what do we have here. Look what we have here. Look who's in Kevin Hart's movie. None other than Cat Williams. Why does that matter? Cat Williams is an actor, Heaven. Why does it matter? Well, it matters because Cat Williams was one of the main people shitting on Kevin Hart, saying Kevin Hart was pretty much sold his soul. Kevin Hart is, one of them. Kevin Hart, pretty much Illuminati. He does humiliation rituals. So Kevin Hart, basically sold out for the white man. That's what Cat Williams was saying. And then when Cat Williams, right? When Cat Williams was no longer that dude, he started getting on the same thing Jaguar Wright's getting on. Where Cat Williams was having no issue, when he had no issue with any other actors before. But then, when they no longer have any use for you, and they kick you out the whip, so to speak, now all of a sudden it's time to turn into the truth teller and the expose. And I'm going to expose them, and I'm going to expose Hollywood, and I'm going to expose the actors, and all bitch niggas will be revealed. All of the nastiness and demonic and evil will be revealed. This is what he was saying. And then he went on GQ, and they said the man who opened up the portal. This is Cat Williams sitting on GQ, making those funny symbols with his hands or whatever, right? And he was just dissing Kevin Hart and dissing Ludacris and dissing Diddy and dissing Jay-Z, whoever else was up there, right? And you got Jaguar Wright saying, "Oh yeah, I'm me and Cat. We the same person. Oh, we used to date." She said she's on Cat's side, right? Now, just follow me. Jaguar Wright. Who was Jaguar Wright? Jaguar Wright is a person who was in the music industry. Down with the Roots, down with Talib Kweli, right? She was out there singing, doing concerts, doing live shows. But then once there was no longer any room for her, she also went on Unplugged with Jay-Z. That was her biggest stage. But when they no longer had room for her, they were like, all right, we no longer have use for you. But when they no longer have use for you and you're not ready to go, now you got to start coming up with excuses. Well, I'm going to expose them because they're just mad because I wouldn't do what the other ones are doing. I'm not as big as Mary J. Blige because I'm not a hoe like Mary J. Blige. And I won't have an orgy with 4 men and have an orgy with Diddy and other men and keep quiet about it. That's the reason why they don't want me to shine. Cat Williams was kind of doing the same thing. Cat Williams was kind of doing the same thing. Oh, they don't want me to shine. What they really mad about, I'll tell you what they're mad about. What they really mad about is I won't let them pick one of them wives that all look the same. If you take a look at them, all the wives look the same. They pick their wife. They all got that same face. They pick your wife for you. They mad because I went inside a mansion party and told the whole world what I seen. They can't control me like the other one. That's the reason why they won't put me in a movie. They won't put me in a top film with The Rock because I ain't going to let him play with my booty hole. You know what I'm saying? Then when he starts saying something like that, oh, that's the truth. That's true. But look, Cat ain't in no more films. They blackballing Cat because he know too much. Right? But then a death happens. Let's stay with me. A major death happens to somebody who's close to Cat Williams on his premises. Right? On his premises. One of his security guards shot and killed somebody. I believe it was on one of Cat's premises. Right after that happened, and right after that GQ cover, that little thing happened. Next thing you know, he's meeting with Kevin Hart. See, y'all think that they squashed the beef that night of the roast. They didn't squash that beef that night. They had already squashed it. Because this movie, the Kevin Hart roast, was what, 5 months ago? 4 months ago? The movie's coming out now. That means this movie's had started filming last year. Right? When did they start filming the movie? 72 hours. Right? 72 hours began filming on June 24th, 2025. Right? When did Cat Williams and Kevin Hart end their beef? May 10th, 2026. So they finished filming this film in August of 2025. So that means the movie was done. Cat Williams did the movie with Kevin Hart. But now in May, in the during the they try to act like, oh, the beef is squashed because he came to the roast. The beef was already squashed because he was in Kevin Hart's movie. Kevin Hart's not going to let him in his movie. Kevin Hart has say-so over who's in his movie. So Kevin Hart knew that Cat Williams was in the movie, so they already squashed the beef. Right? So now you won't hear Cat Williams disrespecting the industry no more. Right? And that brings me to Nicki Minaj. I truly believe, and only time will tell. Only time will tell. I made a video about what I truly believe would happen. I believe once these midterms have passed, we're talking November, especially if Trump loses, right? You're going to see Nicki pulling away from MAGA. you're going to see her pulling away from MAGA. She's already back online. Now, remember, before, she was staying offline, remember? She was going to interviews or whatever. She was off social media, right? She was off social media. Now Alex Brucevich comes out and Trump makes the joke. Trump makes the joke first. Alex Brucevich comes out and says, yeah, the only reason that we looked at her is because Kamala had Cardi B. Now watch what I tell you is going to happen. Watch what I tell you is going to happen. Here's the video. Hold on. You'd have to be on Patreon to see the full video. Right? But here's a video on what I said, how Nicki Minaj will get out of this hole. Okay? So check this out. This is how she'll get out of the hole. Because she's already starting to pivot backwards. She's got the online thing going. She's going to get back to slowly but surely talking about other artists. Lots coming. Chucky Face, dissing other artists. All right. Hold on. I 100%, and this is my opinion. This is my opinion, and we'll see. Only time will tell if I'm right or not. All right. But I think it's a grift. Now I do. At first, I wasn't so sure. I'm like, maybe she's sincere about it. Maybe she's sincere about it. And it has nothing to do with the Twitter. Like I said, I totally agree with her. If you're Nicki Minaj, why wouldn't you monetize your content? You know, so I have absolutely no issue with her charging people whatever. I said that, you know, when I sent in that suggestion to her, I said that's how she should have sold Queen, the album Queen. I would have sold it directly to my fans through my website and through my website only. She would have made millions of dollars off of that Queen album. What up, Patreon? Another banger for y'all. For the Barbs, y'all need to tune into this, especially. Now, Nicki Minaj is stuck in a hole she dug with her own shovel. Now, she called the rap industry demonic. She said she's ashamed of a lot of her old lyrics. She told the world she's a Christian now, and the music game is spiritual warfare. Fans are still screaming for new music. But how the hell does she drop another raunchy, gun-talking, sex-talking album after all that? How does she call for other female MCs being her sons and call for divisiveness and taking off other females' heads after all of this? And now the Alex Brucevich clip just made it worse. So here's exactly how she could get out. And if that fails, I'll give you plan B. Now, let's be honest. When you go on a Christian podcast and say the industry is demonically organized, that you regret lyrics because kids are listening, and that your old music didn't point people to God, you can't just turn around 3 months later and drop Bigfoot 2 or some Freaky Pink Friday 3 without looking like a fraud. A lot of barbs already left. They felt played. The ones still here are begging for music. But the ones who walked away are saying, she said she was done. And now the Trump advisor just admitted on camera that they only reached out to Nicki because Cardi endorsed Kamala. They used the beef. They cold called her. They played on the rivalry. Plus, Trump just made that whole "she started twerking" joke, when they yelled "get down." And the correspondent dinner is like she was a court jester. And the whole entire dinner was laughing at her. So she used looking vulnerable and exposed. Here's plan A. Here's the move I think she could pull. And it's actually kind of genius.
Listen up.
She uses Alex's own words against the whole Trump circle. She comes out and says something like, y'all saw the interview, they admitted it. They only came to me because Cardi was with Kamala. They saw I was already going through spiritual changes, already questioning the industry, already feeling vulnerable, and they fed me the same energy the Democrats used to feed people. Pretty words, intention, you're special. Trump is no better. They manipulated me with words when I was open and searching. I thought I was standing for something bigger. Turns out I was just the next chess piece. She frames the whole Trump era as another industry-style manipulation. Same demons, different parties. Then she pivots. I'm still a Christian. I'm still not going back to the old dynamic lyrics, but I'm taking my power back. New music will be different, cleaner, honest. No more being used by anybody. Would the barbs who walked away buy it? Some would. The ones who still love her but felt embarrassed by the political stuff would eat it up. She was vulnerable. They used her. Now she's free. It gives them permission to come back without looking stupid. But a lot of the ones who left for real, they're not going to buy it. They're going to say, girl, you posted every day defending him. You sat in the Oval Office. You called Democrats demons. Now, suddenly you were manipulated? It might work on the soft fans. It won't work on the ones who already decided that she's full of it. Now, plan B, if plan A flops. If that doesn't stick, plan B is pure Nicki. Blame it on the blame it on the blame it on them. Blame the advisor for talking. Blame Trump for the twerk joke that made her look like a clown. Blame the media for twisting her Christian journey. Blame the industry for still being demonic and trying to drag her back. Blame the ex-barb for never really supporting her. Just go scorch earth. Everybody used me. Alex used the beef. Trump used the photo ops. Y'all used my name for clicks. I'm done being anybody's pawn. I'm making music when and how I want. And if you don't like it, keep that same energy you had when you left. That's the only real two exits she has right now. Plan A, they manipulated me when I was vulnerable. Soft landing, maybe get some fans back. Plan B, it's all their fault. Full chaos mode, keeps the loyal barbs and burns everything else. Either way, the hole is deep. And the longer she stays quiet while these clips keep circulating, the deeper it's going to get. So what do y'all think? Would you accept the I was manipulated story? Or how about it was everyone else's fault? Which way do you think Nicki Minaj should go? And would you buy it either way? Y'all let me know in the comments. Man, this is crazy, but I can't wait to see what Nicki's next move will be. So that's my video. I believe it will be one of those two. I'll be honest with you. I do not think the story is over and it's going to be, oh, well, Nicki is done with music for good. I think she's going to, I've already said before, right? that this Alice Brucevich, I was trying to help Nicki Minaj out. When I first seen her linking up with Alice Brucevich, I sent her mad stuff. That's why she blocked me. I sent her mad stuff about Alice Brucevich. I sent her all the racist tweets, all the stuff he was saying about black women. He was doing all that stuff prior to her getting with him. What's up, Cal? I like Plan B too, right? But the moment I seen that she popped up with Alex, who was allegedly fucking Amber Rose, that's how he got the link to Nicki Minaj. You know, before he got married, when Amber came over there and wanted to be a part of Trump, I heard they put Amber Jaws to work. Right? You come over there in that Trump circle, you can ask any of his ex-attorney general, ex-super secretaries, or whatever else. You come over there in that Trump circle, you gotta get your protection, your clout, or whatever. Yeah, okay, you're gonna be put to work. Now, I'm not suggesting that Nicki Minaj got her jaw put to work. All I know is when you go mess with that Trump circle, you got to give something up. That's where it's always been in political, especially with people like Trump. Right? Now, I believe she eventually, because I was telling her, Alice Brucevich is not a good dude. He tries to act like he is, but he's doing it for his own agenda. And it comes out what that agenda was. This dude doesn't really like Sexy Red. Like, get out of here. He don't like Sexy Red. How's he going to call Cardi and Megan Thoughts, or whatever he called them, but then have Sexy performing at his funeral? I mean, at his wedding, which may turn out to be his funeral. You know, those people at that wedding was probably like, who's this N-word? He over there, get it sexy, get it sexy. He probably never heard that song in his life. But this dude is going to use Nicki Minaj until he can't use anymore. And God forbid them endorsing her does not result in a Trump win. I'm telling you, then they're going to feel like they was really embracing her. It was a waste of time because they embraced her and they still didn't win. So we'll see what happens. But again, to reinnovate, I don't have any problem with the Twitter. Get your money, Nicki Minaj. If that's what, if you got fans that are willing to pay you for your content, hey, get your money. I don't necessarily mean that necessarily to me, at least to me, don't mean that she's broke. I don't think she's doing that because she's broke. But again, if somebody's going to give you money, ain't you going to take it? No matter how rich you are, if somebody comes up to you and say, hey, I'm giving you $20, right, for no reason, you're going to take it no matter how much money you got. All right. So y'all let me know, man, what y'all think of all the topics we discussed tonight. All right. If you want to support the channel, it's $Heaven Hollywood. It's my cash app. Show some support, show some love to your boy. All right, man. We'll catch y'all on the next one. There's been another installment of the Culture Check.